Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sam. I'm an intuitive, a tarot card reader, an oracle, and I've got some great decks for you today. And we're going to start off with the Modern Witch Tarot. See what wants to come out for you. Two of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm getting that's it. So we got this mini spread. What I want to know here is how are you, because the Two of Swords, I want to know whether you're deliberating between these two swords that you're holding, or whether this blindfold is coming off and a third sword is being shown to you and you're dropping these two. That's what I want to know. So we're going to pull some more cards, and there's nothing more revealing than this storybook, this story deck. Like, create a story deck for 3+-year-olds. We'll see what it has to say, the wisdom it has to tell. Oh no. Oh, guys. Yeah, we're going to get a little spread going from this one as well. Paradise. Okay. I'm reading these as directly clarifying. So there are these swords. And they're not normally read this way, but I'm seeing them as options. Or paths available to you, that sort of energy. And over here, you know, there's this really interesting energy being mirrored here with the, I usually read this kid as the inner child. But he's got his hands over his eyes. And I get some distress from him, just some disquiet. And the Two of Swords can be that energy, but I'm just really getting that, you know, these options are fine. There's kind of a little bit of Eight of Cups here, where like other people might say, you know, the swords here are two butterflies, and they're like, hey, you should be happy with the swords. Like, the swords are good. And you're like, no, but it leaves me feeling empty, right? It does nothing for my inner child. I'm also getting an energy with the butterfly, if possible, like spirit guides, guiding you away from, maybe this is a big city off in the distance, or just that kind of energy of production, productivity, and the destruction of the spirit that comes with it. And they've led you far away from this, maybe with your eyes closed. Just like a close your eyes and count to 100 kind of energy as well. And the butterflies, while you have your eyes closed, have led you somewhere completely different. There's this other sword, and there's this shining energy coming from it, similar to the sun rising here on what I typically read as like a paradise. This place that will be a playground for your inner child. The place where the sun is rising, I'm getting, not setting. I think the Ace of Swords that is coming in is a little bit different for each of you. I think in some cases a realization is in the works. You know, this can even be a realization of what paradise is for you. It can be, you know, the coming off of this blindfold and the revelation of a new option that you didn't know about. I was guided to pull lots of decks. I'm gonna stop intuiting from so few cards, and we're gonna turn to some more here, I think. Crystals? Yeah. All right, cool. I've got a little deck here called Crystal Connections. This is from Adam Barrelay. Each of these cards packs a lot in, so I'm probably going to read just a subset of these or intuit them in different ways. But yeah, we'll see what wants to come out for you. Citrine. Right off the bat, citrine. Citrine is a beautiful crystal. Here's a piece of citrine right here. So you know. Attune to that energy. We need more from here. All right. Gonna gaze into some citrine. You into this one, me into this one, okay? Okay. I think pretty much all this card is for you. So citrine comes out to say that all that is in your life is a result of your thoughts, actions, and decisions. If you want to change your life, change yourself. You are approaching a prosperous time. Lighten up, avoid being overly serious, and take a risk on trying something new. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow. Citrine is a very sunny solar plexus crystal. So there's also some advice here to spend some time in the sun. It's literally one of the pieces of advice here. Get some downloads from the sunlight. Here as our seasons change in the northern hemisphere. Yeah. There's a little bit of as within, so without. But this is again a sunny energy. There's no like get back to basics. Remember, this isn't boot camp energy. This is very much like, hey, just remember good times are ahead. You're approaching a prosperous time. And what's going to get you there is not that hard work that you've left behind, that belief that hard work, that anything good has to be bought with hard labor or worry or stress or work that makes you feel terrible. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow. Take a risk on trying something new. Interesting energies playing out today. Citrine is one of my favorite crystals. Like, you throw a rock in here and probably you're throwing a citrine and you're hitting another citrine. Oh. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Stick around. We've got a bunch of really good decks here. This next one is one of a kind. They don't make it anymore. It's a limited run. And it was the first deck, the first tarot deck that I ever owned. It was a gift. And a beautiful gift it was. This is the 78 Tarot Astral deck. I'm going to see what it has to say to inform this message. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Ten of Cups. But wait, there is evidently more. I always get excited when something comes after the Ten of Cups. It's like it gets better than the Ten of Cups. And they're like, oh, you just wait. King of Pentacles. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. And they want more. Wow, good times really are ahead for you. Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Good Lord. Oh, guys, this is great. More? Five of Cups. Oh dear. Should have quit while we were ahead, huh? Okay, that's it. Let's see. This card has come out quite a bit on this channel, and it speaks of a real, like I've talked about it as a Freddie Mercury energy before, but it's this big, bold, and boisterous, flamboyant, uniquely yourself kind of energy. That authentic energy, where you're like, oh, I'm going to stop modulating the way that I dress, and instead of dressing like 25% me, 75% what I think is the dress code, it's going to be 100% me. And I'm going to turn some heads in good ways and in bad, in bad. And it's all good. It's all good because it's all me. And this is such a potent energy. Like there's this ease with this card, the flowing gentle colors of, once you're in it, it carries you with this giant squid thing. It carries you. It's very effortless because it's how you're supposed to be in the eyes of the divine, right? Fully yourself, the way you were created. And what gets you there is, right now you're facing this choice. Seven of Pentacles here. I'm getting much more of a Seven of Cups energy from this art than Seven of Pentacles, which is much more about choosing. But the Seven of Cups is choosing from a bewildering array of things, some for your highest good and some that are really not, but look very shiny or distracting. But this Seven of Pentacles combined with the Seven of Cups energy is very much like you have several options that will materially do well for you, right? This the energy I get from this astral being, this woman, is just that she's so multi-talented, she's so multifaceted, she's so capable and radiant that she could do a number of things. She just has to tap in and do it, right? She can shine in a number of different venues, but it's just about choosing the ones that truly this energy over here is inner child energy. It's the energy that brings our inner child into that paradise. Choosing the one that feels most authentically us, that involves our highest excitement. And, like I was saying, it carries you from that point on, like the rest of the reading just flows. So by choosing this pentacle or pentacles that feel the best for you, your authentic self, rather than the ones that are necessarily like highest up on this tree, the ones that are lowest down. You're not choosing the low-hanging fruit, and you're not choosing the high-hanging fruit. I've never heard that being used as a phrase. Like you're not going for the big money at the top of the tree. That's not your consideration. And you're not going for the low-hanging fruit at the bottom, which is could be what's easiest, although what is authentic to us will always flow in a way that you can describe as easy. But this is about choosing from the heart rather than the head considers the low-hanging fruit and the high-hanging fruit, as I'm now going to call it, but the heart doesn't see the hierarchy and just sees what is aligned. So you find that thing that is aligned, bringing you into the Knight of Cups energy, which just carries you on the back of the squid thing into the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, which, if you are new to tarot, these are aligned community, family, soul family. King of Pentacles is a very grounded, material, wealth energy. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be, filthy rich, but what it does mean is that this will always be grounded in such a fruitful way, with the tree metaphor. It's going to be extremely fruitful and sort of self-fulfilled. You will be self-fulfilled in your abundance. And Six of Wands is about shining and being recognized for shining. Recognition for what you do, celebration of what you do by a community that appreciates it, that loves you for it, that loves you as your authentic self, for exactly who you are, even when, how your authenticity can offend people. It can get them all kinds of worked up, but to some people it's going to be gold, and they're going to want to celebrate it. And that's that Six of Wands energy. In the Smith Waite, it's like a knight on the back of a horse being paraded through the streets as people celebrate him. So this combination is just so beautiful. Is there a causal relationship with the order here? Okay, so for some people, you might be like, hey, Sam, I get it. Choose them with my heart, right? Whatever. I've watched your other videos. Is always the same advice. But ultimately, Sam, they're pentacles, right? They're about material, the goods, yeah? Here in the 3D goods. And that is of concern to the human, right? That's and there's nothing wrong with that. That is the way it is in 3D. We don't have to let it rule us or cause us to worry or anything like that. But you might be like, hey, look, I'm happy to be in my authentic self energy. That is good and dandy, but it has to leave me here, right? And in terms of the order of things, this should sort of come first, and then once I'm secure financially, then the community can come. And there's a caution here about like, hey, just so you know, the community might come first before the King of Pentacles energy, right? So first you cultivate this community, and only in community can we truly be a King of Pentacles. Like if we're a King of Pentacles without other people, without a community, then we really are just that Four of Pentacles energy in the negative sense, where he's like clinging on to his pentacles, the miser, Scrooge, right? Like, and the divine doesn't flow King of Pentacles kind of material bounty your way unless you flow it through a community for the highest good of all. I was just hearing that like, is it a nursery rhyme? The kids sing like, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in the baby carriage. So there's something here about like for some people, this will be the order of things. And from our position of trying to square things away and make decisions, especially when we don't know and we're feeling insecure and we're like, okay, not poverty consciousness, but I need money. But that can put us in an energy of valuing that over the community, which we don't want to do in this sense. You might be rich in friendship before you're rich in the pentacles and before you're truly recognized on the scale that you will be. Yeah, dragon energy. It's a big deal. And then 5 of Cups. So I think with this, if you know tarot, this is an odd energy to show up at the end of all of this when we're reading it as a progression, right? But I think it's a reminder here at the end. The 5 of Cups is about, you know, you have all of these options, all of these cups, but some of them get taken away, some of them fall through, some of them don't have the potential that you thought they had. And it can be about focusing on the cups that you've lost, right? And putting you into a misery energy of like, oh, woe is me. But in truth, it's often like a crying over spilt milk sort of energy. My sense here is that there are things along your path here in order to gain what is some of the best card combination I've seen in a reading in a long time. In order to gain what is quite possibly your highest timeline, best life, right? Things will have to be sacrificed. A choosing of some of these pentacles will necessarily it's like you're picking these fruits and some of them are going to rot on the vine as a result. Or, you know, this is 2 things. So first off, when we do choose options, others die off. It's like we choose a timeline, and as we do that, you know, more timelines branch out from that, but also other timelines die off. And that's okay, right? We can be in an energy with the 2 of Swords of like, I just don't, like, I'm a little bit overwhelmed by all of the options and maybe overthinking it because I don't have enough information to make the decision about what's the highest timeline for me, Sam. What's the best path? And that's why this advice is coming out about, you know, the option, the heartfelt option, the one that embraces your uniqueness and makes your inner child happy, like they can play in a playground, right? Because we can't make this decision with Swords energy, really. At least not on its own. Yeah, we've got Pentacles, we've got Cups, we've got Wands, and we've got other people. This is much more organic than anything you can contrive and decide on just with your swords. I think there's also an energy here of, you might think because this is such a good reading, because this highest timeline, this ultimate success is guaranteed for you, you're never going to make any mistakes, or you might be in a little bit of a perfectionist energy where you're unwilling to make mistakes or to put things on the line. I think it's just making mistakes, and you're like, no, like, I want to keep all the cups. I want to. I'm just seeing someone in one of those, like, this is so weird, an egg, like balancing the egg on the spoon. We used to do that on field day. If you live in the US and know what that is, it's like a day where you play a bunch of games at school out on the field, and there's like a sack race, and that one where you're tied to someone else, and you three-legged race, and it's all coming back to me now. And egg spoon race. You have to sort of go as fast as you can, but you have to balance a spoon, like a full egg on a spoon as you do it. Which sounds easy, but is more difficult than you might imagine, especially when you are a child and your fine motor skills are still being refined. I would find it difficult now. Should I do a reading where I just, like, I do the reading with one hand and I balance an egg on a spoon with the other? No, I shouldn't. But the unwillingness to try. No, I'm trying to tie it in with the Five of Cups. Just being silly now. There's a little bit of like, milk is going to get spilled kind of energy, and to be okay with that, like to actually lean into it, because the messiness, the mistakes are organic, they're productive. Something I'm missing with this? Can we clarify with tarot? Okay, I'm just going to see if there's some aspect of this Five of Cups that I'm missing. I'm also noticing how this reading is being bounded by these two women who are similar in appearance, right? They both have this long, flowing, white, blonde hair. But one of them focuses on the positive, the beneficial, the useful, the abundant, right? One of them looks at a tree and sees all of the pentacles she can pick, and the other looks at the lack, the opportunities missed, the hurtful memories, and all of the cold timelines, I want to say, like the closed off timelines. And I think there's a reminder here, going along with the message of the citrine, that what you focus on will grow. If you focus on, these can even be the two swords, right? Like, this is a great balanced reading. So this outcome, this dichotomy here is a reminder that this outcome is dependent upon you seeing all of the options before you, and rather than saying, there are so many, and I see so many failing, and I don't know what to do, and I have to choose the one that protects me, right? That's often the reading of the Two of Swords, is like, she's trying to protect herself from what she cannot see. that energy leads to this. It produces more of this. But the energy of seeing all of the options, like this is a very meta, zoomed out perspective. Not just to see the abundance in each option, but to see the number of options available to you as abundant, to see them all as beautiful fruits on a tree, and know that no matter which one you pick, it's going to be delicious and nutritious. Like, they're all your favorite fruits. I went through a period last summer where I was just like, why haven't I tried all of the fruits in the grocery store, you know? And instead of be like, oh, well, because they're expensive and I don't even know how to eat that. How do I peel that? What, do I need a special knife? I don't know. I'll just stick with these two fruits that I understand. And, even though I don't have enough for a fruit salad, and, like, instead of being in that energy, I was just like, I'm going to try all the fruits. Even if it's just one of each of them, I'm going to try them. Pluots are really good, guys, if you can get your hands on a pluot. It's this beautiful love child between a plum and an apricot. Divine. Anyway, I got a little distracted towards the end, but I think that's the gist. Yeah. Do we need any more cards? Okay, cool. I noticed the thing. Thank you for your help. Advice cards? No, okay. So this is the message. Sunny times are ahead as long as you focus on the sunshine. That's it in a nutshell. Don't be overwhelmed by the choices. Your heart will make the best decision, and reside in faith that no matter the path you take, you will be so fruitful, because it's actually residing in that faith that will make it fruitful. It's a paradox, but that's what we live in. A beautiful, beautiful paradox, with paradoxes within paradoxes. And no matter which one you choose, they're all so gorgeous. All right, guys. I love you so deeply and unconditionally. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, please do like and subscribe. We would love to have you around for more readings. I will talk to you in the next one.